Hello, everyone, beautiful people. If you're new here, my name's Deb. I like to share about the human experience to help others gain confidence in their human experience. As for today's subject, I had a few that kind of resonated, and then as I sat down with the camera, it just wasn't there. So we're going to come up with this on the spot. First, I just want to say that this stuff isn't scripted. I don't pre-pull up anything on AI to read off. Obviously, I don't read off because you hear me stutter, you hear me say the ums, the likes, the pauses, the sneezes. We're here for it all. So, with that said, these videos are messages channeled from source, channeled from God. They reach who they're meant to reach. So if you find my videos, not that you have to watch the whole video, not that the title or anything, actually, most of my titles, I mean, these videos are 20 to 30 minutes long, and I jump around between subjects a lot because life is interconnected on many subjects. So to find a thumbnail or a title or a description that actually describes the video as it is probably not realistic. So go with your gut, scroll along, just pick what resonates, find a spot, and you're going to find the answers that you're meant to find. And you can do that with all YouTube videos. It doesn't have to be my YouTube videos. If you trust in the intuition of guidance, you will always find the answers that you need when you need them. And so as we come on that of trusting our intuition, we talk about trusting our intuition a lot. And I want to shift gears to talking about trusting our imagination. We trust our intuition a lot. And a lot of people, when they think about that, they think about, well, I don't know what a lot of people think about. When I have a negative bias for the most part on some things about my life, and other things in my life, I'm a very positive bias person. And I have determined that through the contrast of relating myself to others. And certain words have certain vibrations, certain outlooks, obviously, will have certain outcomes to them. So for me, when I'm talking about trusting my intuition, usually my intuition is preventing me from making a choice that's not a great choice. And learning to trust my intuition to go forward into choices that are going to benefit my life, that's a skill that's new to me. But imagination, how many people trust that our imagination is more than just imagination? Have we thought about that? Is imagination, there are thoughts, right? But they're there for a reason. The imaginative thoughts and visualizations and dreams that we have are there for a reason. Those are nudges from guides. Those are nudges from our multidimensional selves, our higher selves, our the overall scheme of everything that is connected. Our imagination is using those things to call to us to say, yes, this is what you want. This is what you're built for. This is what you're here for. And it's our job to trust that and to go with it. When they say follow your dreams, they mean follow your dreams, follow your imagination, follow your passion, follow your joy, follow what lights you up, follow what makes you happy, because it's those vibrations that will keep you in line. Excuse me. Oh, okay. I don't know if it's always a fuzzy from this or I tried new makeup and I can maybe it makes my face all itchy. Thank you for pausing with me. Follow your imagination. And if anyone has an imagination like me, that's really crazy and scary. A lot of time when people say, if you need to find out what your true north is supposed to be as an adult, to go back to who you were as a child before the world told you who to be, which also isn't totally accurate because you are completely under the the instruction of being built as a person up until the age 7. And then after 7, then you can start applying everything, but like someone else created who you are as a person. Anyways, back to the subject. Look who you were as a child. See if you can find those moments. And See, this is one of those dark things. See if you can find a happy moment, because I assume that most people don't have happy moments in their childhood. Is that a wrong assumption? Or at least my audience probably doesn't have happy childhoods. I say that's probably fair, because my audience has is usually the people that have gone through the tests and the tribulations and the hardships, because people like me, that are people like you, are meant to do great things in our older years after we've gained wisdom and experience. And we need that. We gain that wisdom experience from going through those situations. So if you're on the younger generations, pay attention to the lessons you're learning, because you're going to be in a position to teach those lessons to other people. And 555, as I said that, so that's for someone. And if you're in the older generations, look back. What lessons made you strong? What lessons could you share to others that you have learned? Right? This whole thing about life is about sharing and expressing, because if we're all one and God has all created us as little fingers and offshoots, it's we're experiencing God as itself, but we're also helping each other to experience it at a deeper level. And at the moment, Earth is just about experiencing everything and anything. So here we are. Don't let your imagination scare you. My imagination is amazing. And where it is now compared to where it was 3 years ago is completely different. Things that are in my imagination now are things that 3 years ago I wouldn't have even looked at. I would have been like, nope, that's for someone else. That's not for me. That's still lifetimes away. But now it's not lifetimes away. Now I have these visions and I'm like, yep, it's already here. There's no stopping it. And that's the beauty of our imagination. Our imagination creates our reality. So, what are you imagining on a frequent basis? What are you imagining when you're falling asleep? What are you imagining when you're waking up? Because those are the two most important time frames of the day. So, pay attention to what you're doing as you're falling asleep. Pay attention to what you're doing as you're waking up. Those 2 moments of the day will radically shift your life if you are currently neglecting them. I'm going to end the video here. My name's Deb. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you like for the algorithm, comment with what resonates with you, share for someone who needs it, and subscribe so you never miss a lesson. We're here to change the world, and you are here to be a part of it.